Good evening, YouTube community, sports fans, nation and worldwide. You've entered the Sports Opinion Log. I'm your host, Lex Anderson. And in tonight's video, which was really an easy decision to make, first and foremost, happy Black History Month to my people of color, nation and worldwide. Deion Sanders, 30 for 30. Deion's double play. That's the title, DJ Pause Cut. Deion's double play. So I'm rocking the Yankee jersey only because Deion Sanders did play for the Yankees. Shout out to all my sports fans out there dropping the comments below and correcting me on that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for that. Um, like I said, I got into sports. My interest peaked later on in life, but definitely around the high school years, junior high school. I loved sports. And, I'm not going to tell you what it's about. No spoilers here, okay? Because if you're a sports fan, you're going to see Deion Sanders, 30 for 30, Deion's double play on the nationwide sports leader network, whatever. Because like I mentioned before, I haven't been this excited since Ric Flair's. But now that I'm consistently on my YouTube channel, and thank you very much for the new subscribers for subscribing because you know what the hottest thing on YouTube going on is right now. And it's me, your boy, Lex Anderson. Okay, so I didn't talk about Ric Flair back then, but I'm here to talk about Deion Sanders. And I'm not actually going to talk about Deion Sanders, the player, the person who Primetime was. What I'm going to do is, since it's Black History Month, I'm just going to talk about what I saw relating to what he was trying to do. And yeah, talk about what other networks won't talk about, the race relations. The racist white man trying to hold down the greatness of a great black man like Deion Sanders. That's what it's about. See, because when I grew up, I was reading the newspapers. So Deion Sanders he was almost mythical in terms of the playing two games in one day. It's like, what? Who's done this before? And then, of course, seeing highlights of when he was a Yankee and seeing him play against Bo Jackson, who turned down the Yankees and was, a Kansas City Royals player. Like, it's just crazy. The white man will always hate on a man of color, will always hate on the black man. And it just shows you that even in 2019, here we are, we're still dealing with racism, but some people won't really talk about it the way I'll talk about it. And it was just that I now have you have to see it to respect why players, when they're free agents, want to do what they want to do. But that's for my NBA video, which you'll have to stay tuned. And the only way you can do that is by subscribing to this channel. Okay? Gotta subscribe. The button's right there to your left. And that's the part. That's the part. The white man, if he has you under contract, you are his property. And you can't do outside of what master doesn't want you to do. I mean, like, come on. Deion Sanders was blessed with God-given ability to play two sports, and he dominated both sports. I didn't even know it was that intense. Went to the World Series with the Atlanta Braves, lost to the Blue Jays in '92. Deion Sanders, and he was batting 500 in the World Series? But the Atlanta Braves, their horrible pitching, as usual, gave up another World Series championship. See, because I remember reading about it, but it wasn't really like, Deion Sanders. It was like, oh my God, the Blue Jays won the World Series because I wasn't really into baseball on the level I'm at now. Excuse me. But that's like majorly intense. That someone was batting damn near 500 in the World Series. Deion Sanders could have been the first African American man to be a World Series champion and a Super Bowl winning champion. I mean, like, come on. Wow, the history. Thankfully, Deion ended with the golden jacket. He got his championships. That's a great thing. But to think he could have had World Series added to it. That's just mind blowing. And it shows that the white man knows that he is inferior to people of color, African American men, in terms of the physical level, that physically we're just more superior to them. I mean, like two sports in one day, baseball and football. And when you see the clips of when he was playing football, he was taking hits. And in today's society now, people are so sensitive with players and their time. They even have off-season clauses like, "Hey, you can't do this in the off-season because you are property of our team." I don't like to compare well, no, it's not apples to oranges because Deion played baseball. Bumgarner for the Giants on an ATV, motorcycle, whatever the hell he was doing, and he hurt his arm, his pitching arm, of course, and technically he's never been the same. There was rumors that the Giants were seeing if the Yankees would be involved in a trade. The Yankees were like, hell no, we don't want Bumgarner, because you can't be riding an ATV if your arm and shoulder, wrist, hands are your bread and butter, which is understandable. And that's kind of how the Braves treated Dion. Like, you have to honor the contract of baseball and only play baseball. We don't want you playing football. But the media, and when I say the media, just add the word white, because it's the white man who controls the media. The way they portray and try to vilify him. Oh, he's selfish. Oh, he's breaking the sanctimony of baseball and all that stands for baseball. Uh, the water in the face of McGraw, again, you got to see it for yourself. You got to respect the white legend, because he wasn't saying nothing that bad. But, and Jim Gray, the weasel, the white weasel, just, again, vilifying the name of Deion Sanders, our guy, our brother, prime time. And when you watch it, the players on both teams respected what he was doing. No one said he wasn't labeled as selfish. He wasn't labeled self-centered. He wasn't labeled conceited or arrogant. The man had a humble, real love for the game of baseball and football and excelled at both. Playing defense, wide receiver, and you're swinging the bat? I could see why the white man would say, oh my God, this black man is going to go crazy with it. So let this video, which I'm putting into the annals of history, even though, of course, there's a 30 for 30, but hey, you could tune in and check out from someone that grew up watching him or reading about him and then got to watch him later in life and respect what he tried to do, that he cared about his teammates. That's real. But you got the white media, selfish, self-centered. Let's not forget, folks, T.O., Terrell Owens, and yes, there's a bit of bias because I got to talk to him twice, one-on-one. Great guy. Gave me 15 minutes each time. So yes, I've talked to Terrell Owens face-to-face, eye-to-eye, man-to-man. Great guy, especially I forget the year, but it was the playoffs, and he pretty much dragged Jason Sehorn all up and down the field as the Niners came back and beat the Giants in the playoffs. It was crazy. And I asked him, how did it feel to drag Sehorn around the field? Because literally, if you check the footage, just Google YouTube, Terrell Owens, Jason Sehorn, Giants, Niners playoff game, you'll just see T.O. running into the end zone, and, Jason's got his arms around his waist, but he's carrying this man into the end zone with him. It was crazy. But anyway, he plays in the Super Bowl with a fracture in his leg, and the media, selfish, self-centered, arrogant, only cares about himself? Only cares about himself. This isn't tennis. Football is a team sport. And T.O. put up numbers. They could have won, but McNabb got gassed at the end of the game. I saw the sweat running down his face. He had nothing. He was gassed, which is why T.O. acted crazy the following season, and they traded him. You could see it was coming to that. But the media already had the storyline. T.O. this, T.O. that, T.O. this, T.O. bad, bad. He autographs Celebrations, no good, no good. And that's what they tried to do to Deion. But luckily, he went down the right path, stuck with football. That was prime time's full time job. And the rest is history, man. But, again, the white media needs to stop vilifying the African American athlete when the character of the person is to do good. You would have never have seen a white man do what Deion Sanders did, especially with the white man's attitude that if you play baseball, you belong on the diamond. Right? Get it? You belong on the baseball field, Negro. You belong on the baseball field. But again, Atlanta Braves, Atlanta Falcons had no issues. That's big. That his teammates were happy and proud of him, wanted to see him accomplish those great feats. But in the media, which is clear, and why I'm on this, upholding the media that won't speak about the race, that doesn't give us a fair shake, that wants to create storylines to portray us in a negative light. And, it's kind of crazy when you, as a person, whoever you are as a human being, go to work and feel unappreciated. Got an athlete doing the unheard of, the remarkable, and excelling, but being treated by his boss, his management team, making him seem like you a bad employee. You ain't doing right. You're not being good enough. Wow. That's the beauty of sports. The only thing different, the only big difference is that money, those contracts. When it comes to the human character and the person and the qualities, white management will always look down on us no matter what we try to do because they will only and always look out for their best interest. Well, speaking of best interests, it's in my best interest to close out this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you've gotten this far into the video, I thank you very much. And if you have or have not seen the Dirty for Dirty, drop a comment below. Were you alive back then, reading the newspaper like I was? Or were you watching Deion play in the prime of his baseball years? Tell me. I want to know. Drop that comment below. And that bell icon to your right, ding, press it to make sure that you stay updated to any and all upcoming future videos. Trust and believe there will be more. Let it be known in the annals of sports history. I, Lex Anderson, will give this video my own personal thumbs up. You can too. Drop one below. Don't like the video? Drop a thumbs down. It matters not, because God bless America. We all have the freedom of speech, which is why this is Sports Opinion Log. And I'm Lex Anderson, doing what I do best, popping my collar. First video, Black History Month. The honors go all to you, Deion. Signing out. Yes, indeed. Another fine outro on the good old Videozo. It's so funny when I used to think to myself, oh, how do I want to close out these videos to add pictures? No, silly, keep the camera rolling. Make a great outro. Maybe people are still hanging around. And if you are hanging around, this video is sponsored by my hair company at celebrityhaircore.com. Guys, if you're looking for a better look for your girl, we sell bundles, weaves, and now wigs. Yes, whether she's a woman of color, white, or Hispanic, we now sell wigs. Check us out online below at celebrityhaircore.com. Promo codes are on the gram at Celebrity Hair Core on the gram. And if you follow Celebrity Hair Core on the gram back, guess who will follow you back? Me, Lex Anderson. Until next time, authentic pinstripes, gotta love it.